to my YouTube channel. And finally, this is happening. This is my first long video on this channel. I have a second channel where I talk about personal finance, which is what to invest in, where to invest, and when to invest. So if that sounds like what you're interested in, please search for your financial buddy. It's on your screen right now. Search for it and subscribe if you're interested in getting better with your finances. But this channel is strictly yappings and opinions. So a while ago, I posted a video where I said that my skin has my cooperating because I decided to what invest in my skincare. And yeah, you guys can see I'm not using any filter. I used to use filters a lot for my videos, but what acne will do to you is what destroy your confidence, like totally. Sorry, I'm screaming. It's raining, and yeah, today is a work day. I'm supposed to be at work, but Lagos are flood situations. Yeah, I am, and I'm making best use of this time. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about my acne journey, how I got to where I am currently, my current skincare routine, and yeah, basically that. But if this is your first time seeing me, my name is Adenike Lawa. I'm a looking practitioner and a personal finance expert. So, like I said, I had a second channel that is focused on investment. If you're interested in that, please subscribe to your financial party. Let's get into this video real quick. However, before I go really deep into this video, I would like to say that for me, I suffer from hormonal acne, which means that I get breakouts just before my period, during my period, and during my ovulation period. So you need to know like the root cause of your what breakouts before you can effectively tackle it. That said, yeah, I started struggling with acne right from my secondary school. I think that was like my second year of senior high, which is SS2 in Nigeria. So when I got to my first breakout, I thought it was as a result of excess keyboards that I ate. So I have a sweet tooth, and like I used to consume a lot of chocolates, candies, peanuts, and all of that. I actually preferred them to actual foods, right? So then when I had my breakouts, I stopped eating peanuts. I stopped a lot of things. I tried a lot of home remedies. I would go online because then I wasn't working. There was nothing like skincare. I was still using my body lotion for my face. So I would what? I would go online. They will ask me to do like most of these homemade recipe, turmeric. I tried honey. I tried several things. I tried aloe vera. I tried a lot of homemade things. Like I just wanted the dark spots to go away, but the breakouts pimples always need like a dark spot. So it's I wasn't really comfortable with it. It dealt with my confidence really bad. Like at some point, I started avoiding taking pictures, using the mirror. It dealt with my confidence like really, really bad. And then when I got to uni, I became obsessed with using makeup, especially foundation, because that will cover up my dark spots. This really, really dealt with my confidence. And I'm giving this backstory to anyone that is dealing with acne. I understand that it's a really bad place to be. But let me tell you this for free. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Trust me, there's a solution for every kind of acne. So I survived uni through a combination of makeup and homemade recipe. Then towards the end of my final year, I started working and then I could afford like some basic speak here. I think then from my research, I discovered that okay, I shouldn't be using my body spray for my face. And then I started investing into skincare. Actually, in 2020, that was the era of organic skincare. It had a lot of PR then. And I also bought one of the brands. I'm not going to mention any of the brand, but then it worked for a while, but it wasn't a juicy transformation because at some point I didn't know what I was doing wrongly, but it stopped working. Like it only worked for like few months. I even did the video and people were saying, oh, I should drop reviews and everything. I had to delete the video I played. That was actually what made me started my second channel before I switched to personal finance. I took down the video because I didn't want to give a bad review when others were giving good reviews, and also because I didn't want to mislead anyone. Then I put through uni that way. Came the era of foreign skincare, especially Korean skincare. I invested a lot in COSRX, Rejuva, any name it, and the same thing will reoccur. I will use the product, see difference for a while, and then it will revert back to the original. Like it went on like that. I would stop using the product, invest in another product. Looking back now, I feel like I didn't have enough sufficient knowledge to pick products. Perhaps most of the products that I picked, number one, some were irritable to the skin because I discovered that for recently I didn't even use anything like benzoyl peroxide because anytime I use it, I usually break out one. People will tell you that oh you have to put your skin, but it doesn't get better. So I just stick down with salicylic acid. But that's by the side. I invested in a lot of foreign skincare, Korean products, face cleanser, toner, serum, every single thing. But then it will go back to factory setting. It will work for a while, go back to factory setting. I got tired. I went to the Nigerian law school. At the Nigerian law school, I even became so dark because of the weather. I did my law school in Abuja, and the weather was extremely bad, like extremely hot. I think at some point I even stopped using sunscreen because it wasn't doing anything. I'm going to leave a picture. I was really, really dark. This was how I resumed, and this was what I ended up with at Nigerian law school. You can see on your screen. So after my law school, when I came to Lagos, okay, at Nigerian law school, I started doing research and I discovered this place, the aesthetics clinic. They have a branch in Abuja, but at the time, because of the conditions, I wanted to go in for a chemical peel. But when I saw the conditions that, oh, I have to avoid the sun as much as possible, I would need to like maybe get like a comfortable place. So I figured that that was a possible why I was at Nigerian law school. So I just had it in mind that immediately I start working and coming to Lagos, I'm going to do that. So when I came to Lagos, I went in for consultation. They broke down everything that was wrong with my skin. Cleanser that I was using, it wasn't for oily skin. It was stripping my face of oil, and I wasn't using a good moisturizer to balance it. So I went in for consultation. I did like my first dermical peel. My face was fresh, like very, very fresh. That was like the freshest I have seen my skin in the longest time. But then again, I could not keep up because the price was a lot. I think quotation on the product and the procedure, I spent over 500K, almost 700K actually. And this was me just coming to Lagos. I was just starting employment. I was also looking for money to put together for rent. So it was just a lot at the time. And I didn't go back for a follow-up consultation because I could not afford it. Let me just be plain and simple. I could not afford it. I just continued with the skincare they gave me, and I wasn't also consistent. Let me not lie. I wasn't so consistent, especially with the night routine. And the night routine is supposed to be the treatment routine. Anyways, I went on like that. I refused to go back. I didn't even use all the products, to be honest. At some point, some products finished. I didn't buy new ones. I just continued with the rest. And then my black spots came back. I had to go in for another chemical fee. And that was when I had like a more lengthy conversation with my consultant. And when I mentioned the one at me, she suggested that I should take some tests, I think liver function tests and lipid tests, so that they will be able to decide whether they should place me on drugs, right? And minimize my breakouts during my period and ventilation. But then I did go back again too. I haven't still done the test up until today, to be honest, because in between my 9 to 5, trying to brain pocket a lot of that, I didn't have any time. And frankly, I have a lot of things that isn't money to do that. I just didn't care about going back because I think the drug they said is about 100K. So, to be honest, I also didn't have the time. And then my follow-up consultation that I was supposed to do, it's expired. Long story cut short, I didn't go back yet again. However, one discovery I made is that their skincare actually works. Whenever I became consistent with my morning and night routine, my skin usually cooperates. So what start of June, what I told myself was that I'm going to buy all of the skincare that were prescribed to me during my consultation. I will add the toner from a Korean brand and see where that leads me. If there's no positive result, then I will return, do the test, and maybe get on the drugs that they were recommending. But so far so good, you guys check this out. The result has been positive. So these are the products that I currently use. Drummers. So now it's time to introduce you to the product. So I have my cleanser, which is what COSRX Calming Foam Cleanser. So I use a foamy cleanser simply because I have an oily skin. So this, then I go in with my vitamin C toner. So I currently use Misha Vita C ascorbic acid. This is what it looks like. I go in with a cotton wool to do like a double cleansing. So it's a brightening toner because I have dark spots. This is my toner. So I have a second toner that I use. The dark spot correcting glow toner. So this one is basically like a treatment toner, and I usually just interchange them. You get, so on the days I use this, if I use this on the Monday, I use this on the Tuesday, and sometimes I might even use this like consecutively because I'm obsessed with this. It actually moisturizes your skin. Like this particular toner, this Misha toner, I'm obsessed with it. So then my moisturizer, which is from the aesthetic clinic, they call their skincare brand Rejuva. So this is what it looks like. The Sikazin moisturizer. This is very, very good. it's hydrating, especially for people with oily skin. I recommend, like, I have several, I can't call it bottles, but I have several too. So this is what their packaging used to look like. You can see that I finished like two of these, but now it looks like this. And it is called the Sikazin moisturizer. Really, really good. I recommend. So that's my morning skincare. I wash my face with the cleanser, double cleanse actually, and then I use my toner. Thereafter, I use the moisturizer, and finally, do not forget your sunscreen. This is their sunscreen. I love this sunscreen. It doesn't leave like a white cast. It's also from Rejuva. You can see it. 50 plus SPF 50 plus. Really, really good. It doesn't leave like a white cast. I used it on my face. I didn't add anything on my face, just moisturizer and this. So that is my morning routine. My next time routine is basically treatment. I start with the same cleanser, which is the COSRX Calm Foaming Cleanser. So after cleansing, I either go with the dark correcting toner or the mixture toner, depending on the treatment product that I'm using. So I have two major treatment products, and this is the TAC Rejuva formula, TAC Rejuva formula. I don't know if it is TAC or TAC, but that's the name. And then I have this one also. So this one is a combination of tretinoin and glycerin, and this one contains about four major acids: retinol acid, niacinamide, ascorbic acid, and tranexamic acid. So the reason why, so if I'm using this, I don't use this because this one has ascorbic acid, and there's no need combining with this because this also contains ascorbic acid. So it's be like I'm using like double dose, right? So I basically use this with this toner, this dark correcting toner, and I use Misha with the second one, which has tretinoin, and that is my skincare. After that, after applying the treatment products, I then put in my moisturizer, my lip balm, and then I go to sleep. And then the second day, I wake up glowing. Advice for anyone struggling with acne would be that to try and consult with an expert. Going for consultation. Stop doing the guesswork of trying to buy products on your own. Do the proper consultation if you want to see sustainable results. Like, go in for a proper consultation. Let them examine your face. If it is hormonal acne, if it is another thing that is causing it entirely, you would be able to get like a better treatment plan other than you just doing like a guesswork and buying product upon product. Yeah, if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you want to ask me any questions at all, then put it in the comment section. For oily skin, one of the things that you need to look out for if you are buying products, if you cannot afford to go in for a consultation yet, even though that is what I advise, use an hydrating moisturizer, use a foaming cleanser if you have an oily skin, and make sure that the cleanser has at least whether benzoyl peroxide or salicylic acid. Like I said, I don't do well. My skin doesn't do well with benzoyl peroxide, so I just go with salicylic acid, right? And then make sure that any treatment product you are getting has niacinamide inside. It is a very potent acid for people suffering from acne because it helps you lightening your dark spots. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are yet to subscribe. Basically, what I do on this video is about any and everything